my beautiful Pisces peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with your October 2022 tarot reading. How are you? I hope y'all are well. Without a further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on into this, and we shall see what is up. What do we got going on here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding October 2022. What information do we got in store here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout October 2022. Let's go ahead and check it out, man. Taking a look here at the first card out for you, we do got here the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups here is nice. I think that what you're walking towards is what's more important than what it is exactly you're walking away from, right? Because if you take a look here with all the chalices being left behind, as you can see that this man is approaching this beautiful sunset. So as he's exiting one chapter of his life, what he's walking towards is something so much more beautiful. And I think that that's what needs to be noted sometimes, especially when you look at the Eight of Cups. You know, a lot of people would just say Eight of Cups walking away, but sometimes we have to realize the beauty of what it is we're actually walking towards. So I do feel like you're walking towards something quite wonderful here. Looking at another card with the gate showing up here for you, we do got here the Two of Wands coming into play here for you. And as you can see too, while the gate is opening, there is this beautiful sunshine that's raying on in, and it does seem to me here, of course, that you can take two paths, right? You got one path here that's kind of highlighted in green, and you got another path highlighted in purple, but you're standing somewhere quite amazing, right? Wherever you're standing in the center is where the spotlight is being shown. So Pisces, for you here, I feel in the month of October, it's like what you've just walked away from has now entered you into a space where you have the beautiful freedom and ability to move exactly where you want to go. And this Two of Wands energy is not going to be that card where it's like, well, I feel stuck between choices. It's more of like you have this option to move away from something that maybe isn't so nice to now finally move towards something, that's really, really beautiful. So I really think that that is what's being highlighted here for you. Looking at the last two overall energies, we do got here the Ten of Cups, beautiful card to see. And then lastly for you, we do got here the Knight of Pentacles. Really awesome energy, guys. So 10 of Pentacles coming into play here for you. That is the card of like the absolute stability. It's like the dream life kind of card. I have everything that I want. I have everything I need. I'm incredibly content. And with the Knight of Pentacles coming into play here for you, this is slowly but surely rapid amounts of stability, right? So the Knight of Pentacles is like something here is going to last a very long time for you. So whether you're entering a new relationship, you're entering a new phase in your career, or whatever the case might be for you, this new cycle and this new life path you're entering is something that's going to be here for a long time because it has that level of stability to it, okay? Which is really, really wonderful. All right, I like this energy for you so far, Pisces. So never mind whatever it is that you've walked away from this month, because I think the most important thing is what exactly you're walking towards, what exactly your new beginnings are. So this reading will resonate towards Pisces that are, obviously investing into new beginnings, whether those of you have recently set foot into a new relationship, into a new type of career for yourself, into a new path overall, whatever you're setting foot into here, Piscean, is definitely going to be wonderful. You had the Ace of Pentacles that wanted to come out. I'm going to put it back here for you, but Ace of Pentacles is a card that represents a brand new opportunity. And this opportunity is something that I feel you're going to be incredibly calm in entering because, we do have here a stag. And of course, when you do see a stag over here, this represents calmness. So it does feel to me like you're going to be calmly entering into a new life because it's something that feels like it was meant to be. So you're going to be in a space in your life where it's like everything's unfolding. I feel like I'm exactly supposed to be here. I'm exactly where I need to be. Everything feels solid. It feels stable, and I'm excited. All right. So as I've already mentioned, this could be for new Pisces starting a new relationship, and it's going to be a wonderful journey, a new career, a new part of your life. You just moved somewhere new, whatever it is for you. If that starts to resonate with you so far, the rest of the reading will be on par for you. It's just whatever new life you've started, this is exactly where you need to be. Okay. All right, Piscean, let's go ahead and have a look and see what'll be coming in here for you. All right, what'll be coming in here for Pisces throughout the month of October 2022? What's going to be coming in here, please, for the zodiac of the Pisces, for the fish? First card out, Hangman card. Very cool. Pisces energy as well. Now, most of the time when we see the Hangman, people usually represent that with stagnancy, but the Hangman's also a very enlightened card. It feels like enlightenment is more at play here. I think that for many of you, you're being enlightened to kind of slow down in life. I think that the great indication we had previously, right? We saw the Ace of Pentacles and I was talking about the stag. So when you see deer, right? Deer are always incredibly quiet. They're very still and they're very like at one, at peace, right, with nature. And I think that, of course, they do it, right, because they need to, do everything that they can to make sure, predators and things of that nature don't find them. They can stay very still and quiet. But it's kind of like what's being represented here in your life. Like, this is a time right now to stay still in the life you're in and enjoy the abundance that is heading your way. It's not time to rapidly grow and expand and branch out and work hard. It's like it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor is almost what I'm picking up on. So I feel like the Hangman showing up here, it's a little bit of stagnancy, but a little bit of enlightenment, because it's like, stay still where you are. You don't need to venture out anymore. You're exactly in the balanced place. Taking a look at the next card here for you, we have Justice. Justice represents balance. It represents getting your just due. Moving on forward into the next card, Four of Wands. Cool, man. Very, very cool. Four of Wands is another card that represents a crap ton of stability. It also represents, too, that, for those of you in relationships, there is potential here that maybe these relationships are going to the next level, meaning that you could potentially be getting engaged. But if this is the energy of getting engaged, it's not like let's rush and immediately get married. Let's be still in this moment of being engaged and being fiancés, right? And let's enjoy this time together with one another. So Four of Wands here, definitely a lot of layers are coming together right now in your life of stability, where things are very good and things are very solidified. So it's not time to rush and try to break out of that and to try to make things even more amazing than they are. It's just time to kind of allow yourself to sit still and enjoy what you have. And looking at the last card for what's coming in here for you, we do have here the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a bit of a piqued interest, I feel. I think that with the Page of Swords coming into play here for you, there is going to be this part of you that finds yourself wandering off about the future. I would say that the universe is probably going to tell you, Pisces, future has no meaning here for you this month. This month is about the present. So try to remove yourself from just being or thinking a little bit too far into what your future is or what it will be, because you're being called here at this time to be still and to be present and to really enjoy what's right here for you. You already went through the period of change. 8 of Cups, whatever you walked away from led you to what you walked towards. And it's not a time right now to think about where you're walking in the future, but instead it's to enjoy what you've already walked into. So let yourself be still this month. It's the best advice I could give you. All right, Pisces, let's see what you might not be aware about here in the month of October. All right, we did have a jumper come out here for you. We had two. It's a King of Cups here and a Four of Cups. I'm going to put them back, though. If they're meant to come out, they are meant to come out. But what is Pisces, excuse me, might they not be aware about? I can't speak. Throughout October 2022, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are some things that Pisces here may not be aware about throughout October 2022? All right, first card out, the Empress. Yeah, for sure. I really feel whatever you've stepped into, guys, is going to be something that lasts a very, very long time. So if it is a relationship, for those of you guys that got into new relationships, like I really feel like this is one that's going to be around for a while. And that does have the potential to be a lifelong partnership. Looking at the Empress card is about growth and expansion. I think that what you're not aware about just yet is how much growth you're going to see here with someone or something that you have. Whatever new chapter of your life you've walked into, there's going to be a lot of growth and expansion, and it's not going to be expected, but it's going to be very beautiful for you. So for Pisceans that have started new careers, you might not have thought that this career would have so much in store for you, then it actually will end up having. Same with a relationship. Me and this person just met one day. We connected. I never thought this would be my future husband or future wife. And now suddenly here we are later on in life, so it's not what you expected. You didn't think that this would be one of those long-term types of commitments of abundance, but that is what it's going to be here, is what I'm gathering for you. Moving into the next card, we do got here the Lovers. What you haven't expected either, too, what you haven't been aware about is how powerful the connection's going to be, which I feel like in the month of October, you're probably going to figure that out. So for those of you that are in relationships, you might not have thought how connected you were or saw how connected you were at first, but it's going to become more apparent to you at how much you're really connected to this person, and vice versa if it's about anything else. Moving on further, we do got here the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Four of Pentacles here says that you might not be aware either of how much you have held back on due to your past experiences. So I think that that's another thing that's probably going to become very apparent to you here in the month of October, because whatever new life you walked into, you are about to unravel who you truly are, the things that you like, the things that you love, the parts of yourself you've never discovered before because they were stored away for safekeeping. I think that what's happening here, Pisces, is that in past and previous situations you've dealt with, there has been parts of you that have adapted to what other people may have potentially wanted you to be, right? Pisceans are mutable signs, meaning that you can change. And with mutable energy, I feel like you've been very mutable around other people in the past situations you've dealt with. You've kind of molded and adapted to what they were looking for, but it might not have been all of exactly who you necessarily were. And I feel that if you weren't aware of this, if you didn't see that pattern in your past, you'll probably end up seeing it now when you feel so genuinely free in this new beginning and new cycle you're in October 2022. Because in October 2022, it's like, I have this freedom to inherently be myself, authentically be myself, 110%. I don't feel like there's any aspects of me that's needed to be changed in order for my life to be suiting to me and in order to be suitable for other people. So you're incredibly free over here right now to be yourself. And I think that once you realize how limited you might have felt in past situations and how much you've kind of adapted in past situations, you're going to be like, whoa, I never saw that till now, but holy crap, that makes a whole lot of sense for the past situations I've dealt with. Now, moving on into the last card here for you for what's going to be, unexpected or what you might not be aware of. We do got here the Four of Swords. Four of Swords showing up over here for you as well. This is the energy that usually represents laying a situation to rest. So I feel that for you here, Piscean, something that hasn't been, how do I explain this? There's a part of you I feel that's been very restless for a very long time. I don't know if it's been your worry, your fear, but if there's been a part of you that's been incredibly restless, maybe you've been restless over constantly overthinking, fearing of losing something. Maybe you've been very restless about certain situations in your life, like worried about finances or worried about people. I just feel like restlessness is not going to be present for you in the month of October. Like anything that's made you feel restless, anxious, worried, it's going to all dissipate here for you. And you're not going to be aware of it happening, but it's going to, like I said, everything that you're not aware of here, for me, when I read these, it usually becomes apparent to you to the month that I'm reading for. So by the way, you're not going to be aware of this at first, but then you'll become aware of it. Just throwing that out there for people that are like kind of confused about this section of the reading. So you're not aware of these things in the beginning, but it's going to become apparent to you over time. So Four of Swords, I think that for those of you that have had like a lot of restlessness, that energy is just going to be completely relieved here with your new cycle and with your new situation that you're invested in. And it's going to feel really beautiful. It kind of goes back to that freeing energy that I previously mentioned here with the Four of Pentacles. Like you never realized how free you truly were until you were with the right person or until you were in the right situation, because there's no adapting. You have the freedom to be yourself and you don't feel restless about having to lose something anymore because of how much stability is actually here, you know? So really freaking cool, man. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and have a look here and see what you can expect now throughout the rest of your October 2022. What can Pisces expect, please, throughout the rest of October? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Having a look here at the first card out, we got here the Emperor. Hello. Moving into the next card for you, we do got here the Death card. And then taking a look at the last two cards for you, we do got here the Page of Cups. And then we also have here the Queen of Pentacles. So Pisces, taking a look here at what you can expect throughout the rest of your October, let's start out here with the Emperor to the Death card. With the Emperor to the Death card here, I don't think that Death card is representing change as much as it's representing transformation. The thing here that I feel for you, Piscean, is that with the Emperor card here, in your past, it does feel to me that there were many things you tried to control. Maybe you were in a space where you wanted things to be the way you wanted them to be, but they always felt like there was resistance. I feel like this month you're realizing that I can let go of control and I can change that habit of wanting things to be the way I want them to be, and more so be in an energy where everything is the way that it is because it's meant to be with me. Does that make sense? I feel like, Pisces, what you've searched for in other people wasn't exactly what you desired, right? And there was a part of you that wished what you desired could be found in these other people. But now everything that you've desired has now found you. And that's what the difference is here in the month of October 2022. You know, for Pisces in new relationships, the person you were always looking for was never going to become that person by dating somebody who wasn't that. But now the person you're looking for finding you is exactly what you wanted, because it's exactly what you were looking for all along. So it's like what you've searched for found you. You weren't trying to have that energy be manifested in somebody who simply wasn't that person. So I definitely feel that coming in here for those of you in relationships. Same thing with career, right? Sometimes we'll get a job and or we'll start a business and we'll try to make it the way we want it to be, or we'll try to fantasize that job to be exactly what we're looking for. But the truth is that it's not going to be exactly what you're looking for, right? So for those Pisceans that had certain type of jobs and you wanted it to be different than what it was, you couldn't change that. But now that you've stepped into alignment with a job that's exactly what you've wanted, there doesn't need to be change, because you found exactly what you wanted and what you resonate with and what you connect with. So that portion of what I've explained here might be a little confusing. I probably worded it poorly. Mercury's still in retrograde at this time. It's not always easy for me to communicate with Mercury in retrograde. So if that made no sense to you, you can kind of just discard that. I hope it made sense though. Moving on further though, we do got here a Page of Cups and we do got here a Queen of Pentacles. So for what you can expect going forward here as well is you can definitely expect you to be very much so involved. I think that with the Page of Cups coming into play here, you know, in your past, maybe you never really felt a part of what you were dealing with. You know, if you were dealing with a relationship, maybe you never really felt like you had much of a say, or maybe you really felt like you didn't have much to offer because other people weren't so respecting and appreciative of what you did have to offer. But that ain't the case here in this new cycle. For Pisces dealing with love here, Page of Cups, your person here is going to show that they're very appreciative of everything that you have to offer. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, they love the person that you are. So when somebody loves who you are and they love what you offer, you're going to get that unconditional love. And for Pisces here that are dealing with work situations or career situations, it's not going to be like the past where maybe your boss didn't appreciate or see your hard work and reward you. It's like now your hard work is seen, it's rewarded. So all the effort you put in here isn't being discarded, it's being appreciated. And that seems to be quite a massive change, most likely in comparison to what you've previously experienced in your past. So that's a really big game changer here as well. So you can expect this month to be appreciated, to be rewarded for simply being who you are and being the beautiful person you are. And most importantly here too, you can expect this month to see a difference, that you don't have to try to make the things you desire happen, because when you're in the right situations, what you want naturally unfolds for you, right? For example, when you're with the right person, they'll naturally do the right things. They'll naturally say the right things. They'll naturally be the right individual for you. When you're in the job or working field that you're supposed to be a part of, it'll feel natural for you. Everything will flow the way it's supposed to. You know, when you're with that right friend, you know, that friend will be your bread to your butter. You know, when things are meant to be, they're meant to be. And I think that that's pretty much what the message is trying to say. So you've been in many situations where it wasn't meant to be, but now being in one where everything's meant to be, it's like, I never knew how perfect and how awesome all this could be when you're in the right situation. So just seeing that unfold, it's a really wonderful feeling for you. Okay? All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and have a look here now at your overall outcome. What's going to be the overall outcome here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, regarding the month here of October 2022. What's going to be the overall outcome here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? And what do we have? We have here the Three of Swords, and that Three of Swords is going to be followed up here with the Five of Swords. Wonderful. Now, a lot of Pisces here are going to be like, Ant, you just pulled the Three of Swords and you're telling me that was wonderful? Let me explain why here for you, okay? So Three of Swords usually resonates towards the card of heartbreak, the card of pain. But when you have a Five of Swords that comes along with this is what I like so much here for you, because the Five of Swords represents the energy of having the fight, putting forth an effort, continuing to fight for what you believe in and continuing to fight for your just due, Justice card. So I think that you've gone through lots of pain here, Pisces, but the outcome of it all is that I've continued to fight for my happiness. I've continued to fight for what I deserve. And at the end of the day, you end up getting what you deserve. Ace of Cups, you end up getting fulfilled. you end up getting that happiness that you looked for all along. So it's kind of like all the pain that I went through in my past was absolutely worth it for this moment because I found exactly where I needed to be. It's kind of like universe. I'm grateful that all the situations in my past didn't work out for me because all those situations have exactly led me to here. High Priestess card. You know, so I feel like you're realizing I was always intuitively guided. And I'm happy as hell, 8 of Wands, that I was transported and traveled to here because I'm incredibly happy to where I am. And I'm incredibly happy that I'm exactly where I need to be. And with the Hermit card coming into play here for you as well, Hermit card here says, I never want to leave, you know? So Pisces, really freaking beautiful reading, man. I don't feel like there's much more here to add for you regarding the month of October. As I've mentioned here, just a little bit of an overview of what's to come. You know, we start out here with that 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is the energy of like you walked away from something, but what you're walking towards here this month is incredibly beautiful. It's going to be very stable. Whatever you're walking towards this month is going to be lasting for a very long time, whether it is a new career, a new beginning in love, whether it is new friendships, whether it's just new types of paths you're taking for yourself. Whatever you've walked into is something that is certainly for you. And the difference between when something in life is actually meant for you versus when it's not is going to be so apparent for you because you're going to look back at the situations you've dealt with in life where things were clearly not for you and you tried to make them for you, but you eventually realized they weren't. And you're going to see the massive difference as from there to when you're in a situation that is right and natural and is for you and it works for you. And you're going to be very shocked and surprised at how smooth and wonderful it feels and how great it feels and how much stability actually lies within it. So that's pretty much the overview there of your reading. But thank you, Pisces, so much for tuning in. Sorry, we got a little long here. It's about 22 minutes here. Sorry, guys. I wanted to make this a little shorter, but appreciate you tuning in. Hope it resonated to you. If it's your story, cool. If not, no worries. You can feel free to check out any other tarot readers on the platform, or you can check out any future videos that I do post. But really wonderful. If it's for you, I'm happy it is. If it don't resonate, no worries. If you're new here, do consider subscribing. And with that being said, Pisces, enjoy the rest of your October, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all. Peace.